What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another segment of the Material Lords Weekly. I'm here with Leather. How's it going?
Hey, Denim. Doing pretty good. How are you?
Hoping we get more enthusiastic answers to that. So, I just have to ask before we start, what is on your face?
I'm wearing sunglasses, Denim.
No. On your face. It's the choker.
This is not a choker. These are two belts. I'll explain why I'm wearing them. I'm actually in a period of molting right now, much like a snake does. Snakes shed their skin. The leather that you see me wearing in most videos is actually my skin, so I actually have to go through a molting period in which I make a new coat, and that's what you'll see maybe later on.
He's lying. He just likes chokers. It's fine if you're into that kind of thing.
Maybe.
Just not fancy. Either or, let's just jump into these questions. So a topic that hasn't been discussed much that is is seen a lot is Dad. Who is Dad?
Dad's a great man. He takes us all in, and he makes sure that we're prepared for the outside world, being as who we are, and that we're pretty much just ready for everything that comes our way. That's just Dad.
But what does he do? He seems to be doing some interesting work in the garage.
Yeah, Dad's in the garage a lot. He's doing Dad work in there, and what I think we can gather from what Dad does is that's just how he spends his day. Dad does Dad, and that's just how he is.
But don't you actually want to know what work he's doing? It looked like he was about to bring an axe down and another axe.
I think what we have to realize here, Denim, is that when Dad's in there doing his dad work, he knows what's going on. He has it under control, and when he has the axe to the grindstone in there, we just gotta let him do what Dad does, and what that is Dad work, and he does it for us.
Fair enough. Last question I have about Dad is, does he grr a lot?
I have actually heard Dad grr once or twice. And what I gotta say about that is just sometimes, Dad, we get on Dad's back, and sometimes Dad just lets the pressure gets to him. Sometimes we leave on lights in his house, and that's just Dad. That's just what happens.
Fair enough. Moving right along, I want to talk about a game you guys like to play. By you guys, I mean us. And I don't know. Did you actually break something during the Hopscotch game?
Yeah, actually. On that last jump there, where you warned me that I was going to break something, what actually ended up happening was when I landed there, the earth split in two. It was a long fix. Dad wasn't too happy. He had to pay for that, and basically we decided that we're probably not going to play Hopscotch again. If we do, we're going to have to be a lot more careful.
Fair enough. There was no deductibles on that, was there? Dad just had to deal with that all by himself, didn't he?
Oh, it was right out of pocket.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Dad. And we wonder why he hears.
Yeah. I think that was one of the first times actually I heard him grr.
Yep. Moving right along. Have you heard of that new band Coda Rush?
I've heard a couple other singles, and I say that they're great up and comer. I think that if people were to make a YouTube video on Rush, then they'd probably be some of the first. And if there ever were something like that, then they might actually get quite popular very fast.
You think they could actually live in the limelight?
The way Rush is going right now, I think that they're on a pretty good route. The only thing is a three-piece band is actually really, really hard to do. I think that if they add one or two more players to that, then they're going to have a much easier job. But for now, getting Neil Alex, great job.
This is true. They're a great album-comer. You should definitely check out their album, Moving Pictures. I hear it's great. Although I see too many pictures moving in the album though.
Yeah, and with an album like Moving Pictures, I think that's just what you're going to see. There's going to be a lot of movement, and there's going to be a lot of pictures. That's all I can really say about that.
This is fair. So moving right along though, the first video we did, we got pretty popular with that, right? So I'm just wondering how you handled the pressure of that 3-month period of us being super famous.
It was definitely an adjustment period. I'm used to just being, a small town boy, and I think that a lot of the time, what you have to realize is we're people too. I have no problem signing autographs or seeing people, but I have to make time for friends and family, and I think what that all comes down to is you have to know how to deal with it. Like you can't be too you can't be one of those. One of those people that just shuts everyone out, but you gotta do it for the fans. You gotta do it for the fans.
Yeah. So this is a totally different approach than what we saw Suit do during this period. He was like way off the charts. Am I right?
I saw the interview with Suit, and I gotta say, he's quite the character. I gotta say, like that whole bit he did, that whole thing that he decided to do with his interview, which you're right, it took a whole different direction. But what I like to do is I just like to talk for the people.
For the people, indeed. I don't want to take too much time off your hands, but it seems like there's been a decline in your attendance in these videos. Are you doing more of a behind the scenes right now, trying to take a break from the acting, or are you just what's going on there?
I needed to travel. I was on the road for 6 months, and I just I needed to I needed to just gather my thoughts, get some stuff. But I think moving forward, you're going to see a lot more of me in videos, and hopefully, your guys are going to like what's coming.
Very good, very good. So, still moving quite along. Who is your least favorite material?
Least favorite material, it's got to be Suit. As you can see, Suit's not doing the interview right now. It's you doing the interview. And what I think is that if Suit were more of a team player, then I think I'd respect him a little bit more. But I don't know. It's just pretty tight ties, man. It's not cool.
It's a shame. It's a real shame. Last question for you. I don't want to take too much time. However, I have to go back on this dad thing real quick. And you and Dad, I don't know. You and Dad seem to get on the other two during the snapping series about the whole snapping thing. Was this like a preordained attack on the other two, or was this just a coincidence?
Now you've seen videos that we've done before, like which material is the worst. There's 3 of those, one for each of us. You guys should definitely check it out. But what you saw there with me and Dad in the snapping series, basically what was happening is the other materials were meddling in powers beyond their control. What they have to understand is each of us definitely serves a different niche in the material lords, and the snapping is something that I've mastered, but it's something that maybe they shouldn't dabble in yet, because I think it's just next level stuff.
Fair enough, fair enough. So thank you again for the interview, Leather.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll catch you next time on the Material Lords Weekly. Keep it snappy.